The Corvette C8's been on my radar for quite a while. In fact, it's one of the cars on my bucket list of cars that I'd like to own one day. Recently, I planned a trip to visit my parents in Indiana, and I thought that would be a good occasion to rent a Corvette C8 and run it through the paces. This video is a test drive, which I went on with my dad, who's a real car guy. I'm planning several other videos, and I hope you watch those. One will be a review of the Corvette C8, another will be comparing it to the Lotus Emira, and then another one comparing the C8 to the Elise and the 4C, which I own. This trip was a lot of fun. I didn't tell my parents I was coming in advance, so it was a surprise. So I pulled in the driveway and just started revving the engine like crazy to see if they'd come out and see what was going on. It worked pretty well. They were surprised. They kept saying, "I just can't believe you're here, Pete." Anyhow, good times, and I hope you enjoy this test drive. Okay, get ready for some fun. I rented this awesome Corvette C8 through Turo, but I'm always surprised how many people have never heard of Turo before. If you'd like to learn more about Turo, check out the end of the video where I'll provide a little bit more information. The biggest challenge test driving any sports car in Indiana is the roads are laid out in one big flat grid. There are just not very many curves to be found, but there's a website called Curvature, which highlights curves on any map anywhere in the world. It's amazing. If you'd like to learn more about Curvature and how it can help you find nice twisty roads near you, watch to the end of the video where I'll provide some additional information. It's an awesome resource for car lovers. It's a little bit straight, and yeah, see? That's the only curves around for many, many miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just see if I can do a U here. Okay, I'm going to check the camera again, make sure it was wet before, it's probably wet again. Just try and make it look clean. Okay, get ready for some fun. Okay. Can't believe I found curves in Indiana.
Yes. We're going to have to duck chicken here, this baby, too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see it.
I mean, it's not like the Amira. I mean, it's not like the Elise or the Alpha. But okay, let's make sure I'm in the right mode here. So I think I'm in track. Yeah, I'm in track. So I'm in manual. Okay, so I have to go to drive first, then manual. Okay, ready? I'm not going to go crazy. There's too many houses and trees and wet road, you know, but no, absolutely. Fun little road, I must say. Yeah. I'm not pushing it too aggressively because of the wind. Well, this road was a hell of a lot of fun, and I think I'm going to claim naming rights because I'm not sure anyone else knows it, and I'm going to call it Tale of the Reaper. That's sort of after Tale of the Dragon in North Carolina, which I have driven before. It's a very famous twisty road, and also in honor of Indiana corn. We'll add this little Reaper guy right here. So for anyone in Northwest Indiana or Chicagoland, I'd suggest you check this out. It's a lot of fun. It's not a very long road, but a lot of fun. Is that? Woo! It just turned. Wow. rough road here. This around the lakes of the Four Seasons? Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. This is 650. Take a right. I did find another road that I didn't have a chance to check out. I'm going to show you here on Curvature. So this road here is right near Lake Michigan, near the dunes, and it's called Stagecoach Road, right? So if you take a look at this orange road, that's Stagecoach Road. And if you look at the legend over here on the right, you can see that that's actually a twistier road than Tail of the Reaper that I was just showing you. So again, if you're in Northwest Indiana or anywhere around the Chicagoland area, I would check this out. And next time I visit my parents, I'm definitely going to be checking out Stagecoach Road here at Ogden Dunes. As I promised at the beginning of the video, I'm going to provide you with some additional information on Curvature, which is an awesome app for finding twisty roads no matter where you are in the world. So first off, the important thing is it's not just Curvature, it's actually roadcurvature.com. So if you're searching for it, I'll search on Curvature space roads or something like that. If you just search on Curvature, you're going to have a hard time finding this website. Anyhow, once you get here, click on Map, click on Search, and then just type in something nearby like San Luis Obispo, California. It'll pop up some options and bada bing, bada boom. Look at all those curvy roads. Boy, I don't live in California, but they sure do have some fun looking roads. So anyhow, that's all it is to use Curvature. I think it's a blast. It's wonderful. You know, you can zoom in, you can move around. It just does a fabulous job. And it also works in Europe. So let's see, we can look for Wolf. Bam. So Wolf is a teeny tiny little town that we stayed in one time on the Mosel River. And you can see just that would be a fabulous place to go driving. So at any rate, hope you find this tip helpful. I love using this app, and typically when I mention it to folks, they've never heard of it before. So thank you to whoever first put me onto this website. So I hope you also enjoy it and find some great rides near you. I rented this amazing Corvette C8 through a website called Turo, so I wanted to provide you a brief introduction to Turo. I'm always surprised when I mention it to people. Almost nobody has ever heard of this thing, but it's awesome. So if you can see here, it's spelled Turo, and the website's very simple, turo.com. Think of it like VRBO for cars. You can see their description here, skip the rental counter and book anything from daily drivers to pickup trucks from trusted local hosts on the world's largest car sharing marketplace. So individuals can post their own cars on Turo. Turo provides the infrastructure to facilitate the rental process and then also trains and certifies all of the car owners so that you know you're going to get a decent experience. Again, very similar to VRBO for vacation rentals. So I'll just click on that. You go directly into Turo. I've pre-populated some dates here, and you type in the location where you want to rent a car. So O'Hare is where I was flying into, and then you click search, and you can see all kinds of cars pop up, everyday drivers, some special cars like Teslas, and then you have tons of filters you can apply. So for example, you can look at super exclusive cars for guests ages 30 plus. And if you look at that list, you've got Porsche 911, a Maserati, BMW convertible, Mercedes-Benz, BMW i8, several of those actually, nice Land Rovers, another Porsche 911. Okay, so you can see, oh, this one is awesome, a McLaren 570S. I may have to rent that one next time I'm visiting my parents. So anyhow, you can do that. Now in this case, on this trip, I was specifically looking to rent a Corvette C8, so you can adjust your filters based on that. So I'm going to take off that filter, go down to vehicle make, Chevrolet, and then type Corvette, and you can see I get some Corvettes popping up, and this is actually the one that I rented. It's a fabulous car, so if you're ever in the Chicago area and want to check out a Corvette C8, you could try this particular one. If you click on the listing, they've got a bunch of nice pictures, and then you just go through the process. It's all fairly self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into detail here. You can just Google Turo or go to their website. I just kind of stumbled through it on my own, and it's fabulous. So I would highly recommend it instead of using the traditional car rental services. Now, I'll mention this car was kind of pricey, so this is their weekday rate. I think it was close to double that on the weekend. And then there can be other fees added to that. There was like a $120 fee to drop off and pick up at O'Hare Airport and things like that. So the prices can add up, but again, if you want something a little bit different from traditional car rentals, then this is an awesome resource. So there you go. There's Turo. Hope you check it out next time you're taking a trip, or if you just want to rent a fun car and give it a test drive. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Those are the little carrots that motivate me to keep creating new content for you. And please stay tuned for my next C8 video, which will be a review with my father, the penultimate car guy, Hans-Jürgen Siertz.